Hey y'all, it's Miss Flores. So today we are going to be talking about area and perimeter. So for area and perimeter, we use things called formulas that we basically plug numbers into to solve for the area and perimeter. Area is going to be the inside of an object, and perimeter is going to be the total distance of the outside of an object or a shape. And so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so a formula is an equation that expresses a mathematical rule. You can use formulas to find the perimeter and area of rectangles, which is specifically what we're going to do today. So let's talk about Lloyd. Lloyd is planting a rectangular garden that measures 40 feet by 24 feet. He wants to put a fence around it to protect his vegetables from rabbits. How many feet of fencing does he need? So we're going to use our formula to find perimeter. So perimeter is adding up all the sides, but when we're talking about rectangles, it's going to be both of our lengths plus both of our widths. So length plus width plus length plus width. All right, so Lloyd's got a rectangular garden that measures 40 feet by 24 feet. So 40 is going to be his length, and his width is going to be 24. So it's going to be 40 plus 24 plus 40 plus another 24 feet. And now I can just add them all up to figure out what the perimeter is going to be. So we can just do 40 plus 24 plus 40 plus 24. Well, 0 plus 4 plus 0 plus 4 is 8. 4 plus 2 is 6. Plus 4 is 10. Plus 2 is 12. End up with 128. So that means that his perimeter for his garden is 128 feet. So Lloyd will need 128 feet of fencing to make sure that it is completely fenced in. And that's solving for perimeter. If I had a different shape, if I had a triangle, I would add its 3 sides together, right? If I had a pentagon, I would add its 5 sides together. And that is solving perimeter. All right, so now let's say we want to find his area of his garden, right? We wanted to figure out how much soil he has, how many square feet he has that he can fill with like fruits or vegetables. The formula for area of a rectangle is going to be length times width. So if you've got a rectangle or a square, to find our area, we can multiply our length times our width. So we can multiply our sides. So we can multiply both of our sides. Our sides, we got one side that's 40, one side that's 24. So we can just do 40 times 24. So let's do that. 40 times 24. Well, 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 4 is 16. Put our placeholder smiley. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 4 is 8. And now we can add them up. And we get 960. So that means the area for Lloyd's garden would be 960 feet. So remember, perimeter is adding up all of our sides. Area is multiplying our length times our width. Now, let's look at this shape. Well, you got a kind of a weird shape. It's not a rectangle or a square, but when you've got a kind of odd shape, we can break it up into shapes so we know. Well, I know that I can split my shape right here down that line, right? And then I'm left with a rectangle on the left and a square on the right. So we want to find the area of this figure together, right? So let's find the area of our rectangle first. So our rectangle is going to be this 5 meters by 4 meters. So that would be 5 times 4 to find the area. So we would do 5 times 4 to find the area of that. Well, 5 times 4 is 20. So that means the area of a rectangle is 20 square meters. And the reason it's called square meters is because we basically multiply the meters together too, meaning 2 meters. So meters squared, meters with a little 2 at the end. Find the area of the square. Well, our square was 3 meters by 3 meters, so that's going to be length times width, which would be 3 times 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So that would be 9 square meters. So if my rectangle is 20 square meters, my square is 9 square meters, I want to know the area of the figure altogether, right? So I could add them. So that would be 20 plus 9. Well, 20 plus 9 is 29. So the area of the complex figure is 29 square meters. All right, y'all, let's keep going. We're going to do a couple more practice. All right, let's find the perimeter of our square. So perimeter is adding up all of our sides. So in this case, we've got a square. All of our sides are the same. So it's going to be 14, right? Because I've got 14, 14, 14, and another 14. So it's going to be 14 plus 14 plus 14 plus 14. Well, what's that? 14 plus 14 plus 14 plus 14. Well, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 is 16. Carry the 1. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 5. So we get 56. So that means the perimeter of our square is going to be 56 meters. Find the area of a rectangle. Our formula for area is length times width. So we're going to take our length, which is 12, and our width, which is 25, and we're going to multiply them together. So that would be 12 times 25. Well, 5 times 2 is 10. Carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus 1 is 6. Add our placeholder 0 or smiley. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. And so then we add those together. And we end up with 300. So that means the area of a rectangle is going to be 300 square feet. Let's do these two together as our last questions. And then y'all can finish the rest. All right, so first one. Tina is fixing a rectangular sign. She plans to place metal trim around the sign edges. The rectangle measures 32 inches by 9 inches. How much trim will Tina need? Here's a hint. Anytime we're asked for trim, right? So if I draw my picture frame or my sign, right? Trim is going to be around the outside, right? This would be our trim. If we are trying to find how much something is going to be going around the outside, so like trim, trim, fencing, stuff like that, that is going to be perimeter because we're trying to find the outside, the total outside distance of our shape. So if it's 32 by 9, that means perimeter, I'm going to add all my sides up. So that'd be 32 plus 9 plus another 32 because it'd be 32 over here and 9 over here. So plus another 32 and then plus another 9. So I can just add them up. 32 plus 9 plus 32 plus 9. Well, 2 plus 9 is 11. Plus another 2 plus 9 is 22. Carry the 2. 2 plus 3 is 5. Plus 3 is 8. So 82 inches of trim, which would be D. All right, let's look at the last one. We're trying to figure out which equation. A rectangle has a length of 5 meters and a width of 4 meters. Which equation can be used to find the perimeter? Perimeter is our outside edge that's adding all of our sides together. Well, if a rectangle has 4 sides, I've got 5 and 4 and 5 and 4. I would add them all up. So 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4, which would be C. C is the only one that would match it, adding all 4 sides together. And that is area and perimeter. Perimeter is adding all your sides up. Area for a rectangle and a square is going to be multiplying our 2 sides. So length times width. All right, y'all. make sure that we are finishing the rest of this assignment and your other assignments, and I will talk to y'all later. Have a fantastic day, guys. Bye.